with a confidence of, let's see here, 20.
If my Michigan State with Baylor, who do you pick in the Cotton Bowl? Well, what we have here is one of the dynamic, if not the best offense in the country in Baylor, going up against a deep that is without a coordinator. It's a recipe for disaster. I know you can't look at one avenue, but I think Baylor, another team, is going to be just pissed off that they left out of the play. Bryce Petty is going to make sure that they stick it to the men over as a playoff mid. I am putting 32 points on the Baylor.
That's a mistake. Do not the 30, not the picking Baylor. I'm okay with that, but 32. You got a lot of confidence for a team that against West Virginia, a team that's similarly that also has a very good defensive, that's also pretty good defensively. It's a much better defensive team. That's a lot of confidence.
They didn't do so hot against Oregon. We'll see.
You know, Oregon's a different team, though. Remember, guess where Oregon is? They're in the playoff. Guess where Baylor isn't?
Because they don't have a champion. They don't have a conference championship game.
We're gonna find out. I don't think they would have made it in either way. To be perfectly honest with you, I think Michigan State's gonna win and prove that Michigan State is the better team. We'll go quickly through the next one. Just give our pick and confidence because everybody wants to get to the next matchup. Mizzou, Minnesota, Jake. Just really quickly, who you have and what's your confidence?
I was tempted to go with Jared Hill, but tempting doesn't always work. Citrus Bowl winner is the SEC winner. One of the most successful you can see. Missouri wins, but I'm just 2 points on them. I was so close to picking.
All right, I got Missouri as well. I got a lot of confidence in this game. I'm putting 36 on this. Look, I think Minnesota's a good football team, but I think Missouri matches up well. Great defense, going to be able to shut down Minnesota, and they've got a good enough offense to get them through the game. I just, for some reason, there's something about Missouri right now that I really like. You want to talk about an attitude where, you know what, they're going to want to come in and play hard. Look, they just got a shellacking. A shellacking.
Are you sure? That was shellacking?
They got a shellacking. 42-13 against Alabama is a shellacking.
I know. I wanted to make sure you know what shellac is. I did not know it's shellac. I believe shellac is something completely different.
I think it's what I think it is.
Shellac is the resin secreted by the female
Don't. Okay, Jake. That's obviously. You obviously chose the definition. Oh my god.
No, I just googled shellac.
Okay. A shellac.
We're gonna find out what shellac is as we move on.
When I look up shellacking, it comes up with and I didn't spell it right, obviously. But it came up with Shellacking profiles on Facebook.
Shellacking.
Woo! Okay, well we gotta get to the big games. It's the big boys now, and we'll start where Jake Liker and Carl Mogline will be located on this day at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Time out. I must give no credit. Lacking verb slang to defeat or to thrash soundly.
There we go. All right. Oregon. Oh, by the way, my confidence was like 34. There we go. I think. Sorry, 36.
You
there
said
we 36. Go. 36. I didn't know if I said it. Oregon, Florida State. Jake, you know, at first everybody picked Oregon. Then people slowly started making Florida State. You know, something about Jameis Winston gives people confidence. It's Jameis versus Marcus Mariota. This could very well decide who could go number 1 overall in this year's NFL draft. This is a big deal. This game just gains so much more meaning because the top 2 teams, they both need quarterbacks. The number 1 team, it's almost a guarantee they'll probably go quarterback, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oregon, Florida State. Who wins it?
Well, all I know is that every Buccaneer scout that doesn't have staph infection yet is going to be there. I'm going to be there too, as we'll call. Oregon, Florida State. You've got the ultimate good guy Mariota versus the ultimate bad boy. And in the end, good trust Eagle. Oregon will not be stopped. They are on a date with destiny to finally bring home that game that they so rightfully deserve. 38 points on Oregon. I think it's going to be very similar to 33 years ago when they got crushed in Alabama. They went undefeated, but they had to really eat out every game. That's what we're going to see in State as well. Oregon easily handles Florida State. 38 points for Ducks.
You know, I just can't see that happening. I just don't think it's going to be that easy. To put Florida State out of the game, this is what Florida State wants. I still have Oregon winning, but this is exactly what Florida State wants. Kick them out of the game. Tell them they won't win. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is all Florida State needs. The motivation they're getting right now. Oh, they thrive off of this. The way people are picking Oregon makes me even more confident that Florida State is going to put up a good fight. Go ahead. Go up 14. What they've brought in counselors for this kind of thing. Adversity counseling is one of the big things. They've had them all year. Adversity counselors come in. They had guys like Chris Herron, Marcus Lattimore come in, guys who are undergoing a lot of difficult things right now, to tell them it's not about where you are before. It's where you are now. You can't put Florida State like that. It's disrespectful to the team that has won 29 games in a row, has been down, and come back against the best of them in the national championship. Jameis Winston led them down the field. There's nobody better in the fourth quarter than Jameis Winston. There's nobody better in the fourth quarter. But you know what? You want to beat Florida State, you've got to be better in the fourth quarter. This is Marcus Mariota's chance to shine. This is Oregon's chance to get back to the national championship. A game that has eluded them for so long. It seems every year they're just one loss away, and they just can't get there. This is their chance. This is one of the best Oregon teams. We've seen they've got a lot of talent. And you know what? They're going to prove that they are better than Florida State. Not by blowing them out. No. They'll take a lead. Florida State will come back. They will prove that they are the best team by beating them in a fourth quarter comeback. Marcus Mariota will take them down the field on a 2-minute drill, and they will win the game in Florida State fashion, proving that they are better in the fourth quarter. That they can beat the best in the fourth quarter, prove that they can grind out hard wins, something that a lot of people question after they weren't able to do it against Arizona. This is their chance to grind out a hard win, and they will grind it out. They will beat Jameis Winston, and Marcus Mariota will get his number one pick. And I got quite a lot of confidence that he will do that. 33. But I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I guarantee you it comes down to the fourth quarter, and Oregon wins it there. All right. Moving on to the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana. It's basically a Bama home game. And everybody's saying it's all about Bama. Bama's got too much. Bama's all this and all that. Just like Florida State, Ohio State has thrived in adversity over and over again. They lost Braxton Miller. It was over. They lost to Virginia Tech. It was over. They played Michigan State. There was no chance, and they did it, and they did it handily. They lost JT. It's over. And the game against Wisconsin, everybody said Wisconsin's just too much. Cardale Jones, 12 gauge, came in and handed a 59-0 defeat to the Wisconsin Badgers. Many considered that to be the best defense in the country. It's Nick Saban versus Urban Meyer. Two of the best coaches, if not the two best coaches in college football, going head-to-head again. Urban Meyer and Nick Saban have a long rivalry. Saban's won 2. Urban Meyer's won 1. Combined, they have 6 national championships. That is quite amazing. Nick Saban's won them at 2 different schools. Urban Meyer trying to become just the second person to do that with Ohio State if he were to win this year. Not to mention that the number 1 running back in this year's class is deciding between Ohio State and Alabama and will make his decision 8 days after the Sugar Bowl. So recruiting rights may be on the line as well. And because I'm going to give just as big of a speech when I'm making my pick, I'll let Jake Liker go. Jake, Ohio State and Bama. It's a big one. Who you got?
By the way, I think Noah should mention that he's an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe I've been spending too much time with Noah and forgotten how good Alabama is. But what I've seen from Ohio State is Alabama. I don't know who can stop anyone can stop Alabama. But I don't think I think Oregon might. But I think that Ohio State is ready for it. I'm so because it's tough to pick against Alabama team like this strong defense like this. But after what I saw them do against Auburn, and then what Ohio State do against Wisconsin, I think that cleared a lot up for me. I am going to, for now, 12 points. That could get lower, but I'm not changing my pick of Ohio State knocking Alabama in a sweet, sweet Sugar Bowl.
Ooh. All right. Look, it's been an emotional year for us Ohio State fans. It's been a roller coaster ride. You know what? I bet you. Pick any team in the nation. Take out their two best quarterbacks. None will make it this far. None. Not even Florida State with their adversity training counselors will beat us. If you bring them down to their third string quarterback, no team can do this. There is not one in the country. Second string, maybe. But to do that to Wisconsin with a third string quarterback, that's not something most teams can do. And I'm going to give Alabama credit. I'll talk about Alabama right now. They have played amazing. This is the best offense I have ever seen from an Alabama football team. This is a team that packs a punch offensively. Blake Sims, finally a quarterback that's actually throwing the ball down the field. They're allowing him to make mistakes. They're going up-tempo. Something that's never been done before under Nick Saban. Amari Cooper, there's no words to explain that guy. He's just an amazing wide receiver, an amazing talent, and will be great at the next level as well. And you know what? They've got a great defense, fourth in the country. That's all good and well. That's all great. They are a team to be reckoned with. On the other side, you go to Ohio State, the team that lost to Virginia Tech. The team people think shouldn't be here. You know what? Keep saying that. You want to give teams motivation, go ahead. Go ahead. This is a team that can match you stride for stride. You're the fifth best offense in the country. And you know what? Sure, Cardale Jones isn't experienced. We'll just give it to Ezekiel Elliott. He'll run the ball for us. Not to mention, we have the best defensive player in the Big Ten, Joey Bosa. We have one of the best D lines and best running defenses. We're going to make Blake Sims throw the ball. Not to mention, we have one of the top 5 cornerbacks in college football, Duran Grant. We're going to double cover Amari Cooper. We will force them to give it to somebody else. We did it with Wisconsin. I think Bama will respond. I think Bama will respond well. But this is a team that knows resiliency. This is a team that knows how to play from behind. They know how to play when everybody gets injured. They don't give up. They play loose. They play relaxed. They are ready to go in any situation. And I think that this is a terrific matchup. I think, you know what? Out of all the teams, this is the team I most wanted to play. I think Alabama is actually the second best team. Or third best team, maybe. I don't know. I think they're second or third best team. You know what? But I think they're a great match for Ohio State. I think Ohio State can shut them down running the ball. They've got a good enough corner to limit Amari Cooper. And this is the thing with Lane Kiffin. If you don't go after Amari Cooper, he'll just keep giving it to him. You really think Urban Meyer is going to just sit there and say, Lane, just keep throwing it to Amari? No, Urban Meyer is going to shut down Amari Cooper. Let's not forget, this is a guy who has 2 national championships under his belt. This isn't some inexperienced coach. This is a great coaching battle. Guess what? Nick Saban's so well known for his tactics. Guess how much tactics he's going to have on Cardale Jones? 1.5 games. That's not much to decide what they're going to do against Cardale Jones. Make Cardale throw the ball. He will throw it. He is the better throwing quarterback than JT. He's a better throwing quarterback than Braxton Miller. And guess what? You make him run the 6'5", 250, it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick.